What's going on, guys? Alex here with another video. Today we're doing a highly requested profile, Drytron's profile, featuring the best card of the whole set, Divine of Herald. Gorgeous card. Don't want to put it too much on the light because, you know, we don't want that to be too reflective on it. Finally got 3 of them, so we can actually do the deck profile for you guys. If you're new to the channel, I invite you and welcome you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check all my other tabs. I do market watches, I do deck profiles, I do discussions, and soon we're gonna have a discussion with about the ban list and my prediction, etc. So if you want to do that, help your boy quit his real job, etc, etc, etc. You guys know the drill. So let's get this profile ready. So let's move this guys out of the way for you guys. So we're gonna start with the main deck, of course, as always. 40 count. We're gonna start with the MVP of the whole deck, that the new card from Lightning Overdrive. Takes the deck, pretty much brings it back into the tier, to the meta, to the tier 1 meta. Drytrons pretty much were rogue for the most part, just pretty much go to Vanity Ruler and pass, and people out that so easily. And now this takes it to the dump. If you don't know what this card does, so this card lets you, if the card's normal special summon, you can send 1 fairy monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, increase this card's level until the end of the turn. So that's all you care about, and you're sending specific cards like Herald, so then you get Herald effect to in order for you to have Benton to your hand. Great card, great starter. You can search this during the combo, and it's just an amazing card. And to back it up, we have 3 Herald Orange Light. Droll is a card, Ash is a card. You want to have this Herald and to negate, you know, possibly negate Nibiru's and all that stuff. So it doesn't come up a lot, but when it comes out, make it count. It is a -2, but it's okay, you know. If you're gonna stop the one henchman that can kill your combo, by all means. So then we're gonna go to the Drytron stuff. We have 3 Alpha, one of the best cards in the whole deck, arguably. Best card, lets you add any ritual monster, so you pretty much add in Ben 10. This is your one of the ways you can add Ben 10. Second, we have 3 of Zeta. We do have to get the supers, I believe, in OTS 16, which is not available. We'll have an updated version of this once, you know, we have full it out and all that stuff, and tweaks and stuff. 3 of that, search your ritual spell. Good card. You always want to have a lot of Drytron's cards. We're only playing 1 Gamma and then 1 Delta. Reason being, yeah, most builds are running 2 of these, but you can get away with only playing the 1. Especially this build's a little bit different than all the other builds, and you'll see that as we, you know, you read the title and how we go pretty much. This is nice if you need a draw power. It's something different to dump. You can cut this if you want to cut this. You can run 2 Gamma, but this is working fine for the moment for me. So that's how we're running it, you know what I mean? So that's it for the Drytron stuff and all the other stuff. So now we're gonna go to the ritual package. What we're using, of course, we're using a Ben 10, the one-off. We're using 1 Ida 10, great card, and then we're only using 1 Natasha. So that's all we're pretty much using for the Ben 10 Cyber Angel archetype, and then the 1 Herald of ULTIMATENESS, because yeah, this is your win condition, and you're pretty much going into this is your win condition. You want to get at least 4 times in a turn, and if you can negate 4 cards with this, you're pretty much solid, dude. You're pretty much solid. So what's my thoughts overall the Ben 10 package? Sometimes I want to cut this, sometimes I want to cut this. I feel like you can just run the 2, but I understand why we run this, and most games it's okay, you know. So that's just my little take on it, trying it out. I like running the 2, only the 2, but Ida 10 sometimes it does come up, you need a 3rd. So kind of a little bit of throwback what we're doing here. We're still running the 1 Vantage Ruler, and here's my reasoning. My 2 locals that we do play, remote, you know, local wise, that, you know, are starting to open up, etc. Vantage Ruler, there's a lot of shuttle invoke players there. I believe we have like 4, and that's probably what, 20% of our locals. So that's why we run this in the main, because they can't out this unless they're running permanents, and I know for a fact most of those decks are not running imperms or droplets for in case games 2 and 3 it changes, because Dark Ruler and all that stuff comes in. But this is an easy out. This is an easy win, turn 1. If you know you're going against a shut all player, they can't super poly it away. They can't do anything, dude. And you shut down the whole archetype. So that's what this is here. This gets side out a lot on the matchups. Yeah, you just get side out a lot. And, you know, this is not a good card just by itself. You kind of have to back it out with something else. But if you have no turn, they stopped you, hand trap wise, you can always end it with vanities. And yeah, sometimes you get lucky, and against rogue players, yeah, you're winning those matches against rogue players, because this is, yeah, they can't out this. Someone actually book a moon this, and I was like, all right, that sucks. They book a moon it. All right, so now let's continue. So, and lastly but not least, we're doing 2 EVA. Sometimes you want to run 3. It has come up that you need 3, but if you need 3 EVAs, in my understanding, you're gonna lose the game regardless. So you should never need more than 2. And 2 is the perfect ratio right now, and it's the price is worth it, you know. You have to run it. So that's it for pretty much the main deck for the monster count, what we really care about. So now we're gonna go for hand traps right now. Veiler is back in the meta. Anaconda, it's a kind of problematic card. You stop everything you do with them, and then they just go Anaconda with 2 monsters. Anaconda's becoming a little ridiculous right now since everybody's running it. And Ash is pretty much back in the main, for me at least. I wasn't running Ash in the main. I didn't think it was that good. I was pretty much like, no, just run the Dark Rulers, droplets, stuff like that. You don't need the Ashes, but now they're coming back in. We are going to introduce 3 impermanents later as well. And the build's going to change a little bit, and I'll show you what it changes. Because I want this deck, I want it to be more into mid-range deck instead of full combo. I want to poke, retrieve, kind of the others. I just don't want to OTK. It can OTK and turn 2s and turn 3s, but I feel like Drytron's the perfect approach. It would be a mid-range. You know, don't throw up your whole hand in turn 1. Just keep some cards in the back, and then hand traps do help with that. And introduction of impermanence again is gonna make this a little bit better. Just because, you know, shut-alls, you kind of have to target stuff now. People are chain blocking you. Ashes is not that good anymore. That's why, you know, you want to run the Veilers, because, you know, they do chain link 1, chain link 2, chain link 3, the shut-all. You make your Ash is chain block now, but you still have a Veiler that you want to target a construct so it doesn't dump, so it don't get any advantage. So that's why these guys are coming back in the meta now. It's heavily like that. It's also for Tri-Brigade. You want to stop with, you pretty much want to pay their cost on Tri-Brigade monsters. I'm gonna pay 2. Let me negate that after they pay cost, and then I'm gonna do 4. Well, we're gonna negate that too. So that's why this is in play, and other hand traps like impermanence is in play. So that's my reason behind it. We're gonna do an updated version, including 3 imperms and what I change and what we take out, and maybe we do have to go to 42. So if you want to keep up with that, remember, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you keep up with us. So let's go to spells. 3 cyber emergencies, 2 secrets, and then 1, you know, super. Can't find the 3rd one. Can't find it, so I don't know. So that you know, that's what it does. Cyber emergency, great card. And yeah, it searches all your Drytrons. Pretty good card to me, at least. 3 Novas, because it's Nova, and yeah, it's one of the starter plays, dude. It's Nova. Something different that people are not running, or maybe they are, maybe they're not. I run 2 Dark Rulers no more. We'll get droplets eventually. Probably some ultis, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how we feel like on our next paycheck, right? So, but 2 Dark Rulers right now are pretty much working, just, you know, to stop any Dragoon plays, any Drytron mirror matches, any Wind Up plays, if you time Dark Ruler correctly. If you time Dark Ruler, it's not a quick play, but there's ways that you can use Dark Ruler after they summon Wind Up off of Schism. So you just have to know interaction a little bit better. You have to bait some stuff out, but maybe we'll record some of those things today. Maybe, we'll see. So 2 Dark Rulers, only 2 right now, only 2. 2 Prosperities. You can run 3, but it's getting really tight in the deck, and I want to stay at 40. I really don't want to go into 41, 42 cards, not even 44. I mean, we can have done it in the past before, but I think just 2 Prosperities is fine for what it is. You never resolve more than 2, so that's my reasoning why you don't run 3. If you try and resolve a 3rd Prosperity, you're pretty much gonna lose the game, I think, at that point. Like, it's only a good card until turn 3. I think when you get to turn 4 or 5, I think it becomes a little dead because it's easy ashable, and I just feel like I feel like by then you might not even get what you need. So that's, we only run 2 of those. What we are running 2 of those is Drytron Meteonis Drytron, because people are banishing this. Eldritch is a problem still, not even a problem, but they banished this. Shadal players pretty much banishing your Drytron ritual spell, and once they banish that, there's no way you can get it back at that point. So that's what you're running 2, and you always want to keep that in your hand if able. My last 2 cards for the main deck, it's gonna be Instant Fusion and then Call by the Grave, because these 2 pretty much are hand trap proofs. Ooh, hand trap proofs. And you know, Millennium Ice Restrict and Call by the Grave is a Call by the Grave card, so that's the only reason why they're there. Yeah, that's pretty much it why they're here, you know. That's pretty much why they're here. So that's it for the main deck. 40 count. We'll go to side deck. This is my side deck for my locals. You guys are welcome to change your side deck. But these are my ideas and how my meta in my locals is at the moment. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. So this is what we're running right now. We're running the 1 purple because Impermanence is back in the meta. And Eldritch is pretty much around in my locals for the most part. And Schism is also there. This helps to destroy that. So this is a card that one of them comes in, just the 1. Sometimes I feel like you should put 2, but space is tight and I haven't got there that I need 2 for the moment. But right now, if you feel like you need 2 in your side deck, by all means. It's going to be a point that I feel like this card is going to be main as well. So it's going to be a point, especially with Impermanence coming back in the meta. This might get main on my next profile for the Drytron updated version for, you know, after the ban list or before the ban list. So that's what we're on the 1 of. We're still running the 1 Prankatops, going second. I think everybody should have a Prankatops in there. It's a card. I think everybody should have a Prankatops, honestly. Free summon, destroy by battle, and then pop something, dude. I think that should always be in the meta. So 2 Lancias. Why not 3? Because you can search it, and I feel like there's not a lot going on with banishing and stuff. I mean, Eldritch banishes, but like, do I really care about that? Not really. Shadals, and they're all right. Drytrons don't banish. Dragon Link, yeah, it's all right. We only have like 1 or 2 Dragon Link players in our locals, so it's not really a big deal. They're just there to be there, and because they're secrets, right? Nah, I just lie to you. Nah, so I think 2. I think 2 works perfectly fine. I don't think you need 3. You can run 3, but that's that. My last monster, I'm running 1 Drytron Meteonis Quad Dramid. I think that's how you say that. If you say that, can't read English. Sucks. Part of being a foreigner, you know. So yeah, we run this just the 1 because it's a collector rare and I paid money for it. Second, spell and traps. I'm more worried about spell and trap decks. Eldritch, they can really 1. Shoot, I mean, you name it, anything. Spell and trap, Schism is a problem. So that's why we have a heavy spell count, spell and trap removal. So that's why we're here. 2 Twin Twisters, 2 Cosmic Cyclones. You can bump this probably to 3 Cosmics and 1 Twin Twisters, but it depends on the matchup. What you want to do. Of course, Cosmic Cyclone are pretty much like directly for Schism and Curse Airland, stuff like that. Everything else can be pretty much blow up if I want to get 2 for 2. So that's pretty much that for that. So, and then we have 2 evenly match. Pretty much the same thing when you go second. You want to pretty much out of board, and pretty much evenly match is a good card. I think it's still a good card. Not a lot of people are playing this, and right now the reprint from Ghost from the Past, it's only like $11 or $12. I think that's fairly cheap for what it is at the moment. And I'm probably gonna pick up a little bit more. I know it's not a market watch video, but they're fairly cheap. You know, $12 for an evenly match, when before at the highest points it went to 25. So I feel like evenly match is gonna come back in the meta. When I go first, Anti-Spell Fragrance, 2 of them, and then 1 Imperial Order. Let me put those up for you guys. Why are we running those? Because I hate droplets. I hate Dark Road no more. And I know droplets can chain to it, but hey, we're trying to stop should all players be trying to stop every player if we can? So I was running 3 anti-spells and 1 Imperial Order, but I think 2 and 1 is fine for what it is. Sky Striker players are starting to come back in the locals a little bit, so this is another reason why we're putting that in there. And also for trap decks, you know, the 1 red reboot that should come to 3, but it's not at 3 yet. So that's it for this one. So let me speed up this because we're taking a lot of you guys' time and you guys probably don't want that. So extra deck, we already said 1 million as restrict, 1 Entis because you can send this and it's still a fairy, you gain the level, and then you can pop something on the field. So you're pretty much getting a good plus off of it if it triggers, of course. So that's it for the fusions. For the XYZs, pretty much running 1 Lycaris, 1 Drytron, beta. You only need the 1. 2 is nice, but for the most part you only need the 1. For, you know, that's why, and that's kind of the reason why we only run in the 1 gamma, because I don't have the 2, and 2 can come up sometimes but not really. So now we have Drowning Magician, we are running the Beatrice package, and we are running the Zeus because Zeus is a boss monster. It's a great boss monster. Synchros, we're only running the 2 Heralds because that's right, you really only care about the deck. Search Ben 10, that's pretty much all you really care. XY links, 1 Linkuriboh, IP, Cerberus, Nightmare, Phoenix, Cerberus, Unicorn, and then 1 Borrelsword, just for OTK potentials. Borrelsword can be an access code talker, but I don't know, I feel like Borrelsword is a little bit better right now in this build at least than that. So that's all I got from my deck profile. Sorry if it was a little longer than usual. Kind of went over a little bit too much on cards. I didn't want to take too much of you guys' time, so that's it. That's all I got, and stay tuned for the updated version. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and let me know what you think about this video down in the comments below. Peace.